Good day to you, everybody. Good day to you. I hope this finds you doing well. And if you're not doing well, I hope by the time we're finished, you're doing better. This is your guy, Anthony Brinkley, the Maestro of Resilience, coming to you one more time. And today, I want to hit you with something that hopefully it will resonate with you. It will sit within your spirit, and it will help encourage you along your path. One of the most important elements, essential elements associated with resilience is dealing with loss. And I was thinking about loss because that's one of the reasons that we have to bounce back. Something we felt was taken from us, removed from us, extracted from us, or whatever the circumstance was. It could be a person, a situation. But the thing I want to hit you with is this. The cost of loving is losing. The price of loving is losing. I never really understood the term fully. It is better to have loved than lost than better to never have loved at all. And when you think about love, that's the essence of who we are. We're created to connect. We're created to come together. We're created to coalesce around great things in life. But eventually, the thing you love, you're going to lose in some capacity. You may physically lose it. Someone in your life, we've all experienced it. Somebody that we really dearly care about, and they departed from this life. And I started to think about that. That is why some people sometimes hold back, or sometimes people don't want to extend themselves, or they don't want to fully engage in a circumstance because they fear losing so much that they end up not loving. But you have to know the cost of loving is losing. Love and loss are two sides of the same coin. So you have to have one to experience the other. And most of us, the reason that we miss things is because we experience true love in the form of connection, in the form of affiliation, in the form of emotional exchange. So I want to encourage you today that loss is part of loving. But remember this. Nothing is lost when you know where it is. I miss my dad. I think about my father every day. But his essence, the thing that makes him who he was, is in me. I find myself doing things and saying things that he did. My cousin Mark, I dedicated my books to my cousin Mark, who was like the other big brother that I needed in my life besides my brother John. And when he passed away in his early 20s, it broke my heart. But there's not a day that goes by that I don't think about what he deposited in me. And I know that in life, there's going to be loss. But the worst part about losing is not losing. The worst part about losing is people who live an entire life and never experience love because they're afraid. Never experience love because they think it's going to be a negative ending to it. To me, that's an amazingly sad circumstance that people will live an entire life and not experience love. Well, I want y'all to know something. I love each one of you. I do this. Me and my son do this because we want to extend love and tell people that part of being resilient is that you have to continue to move on. Some things in life, as you deal with grief, you never actually get over losing someone. You learn to live with their absence. You learn to live with their essence in a different way. I remember it was a funeral I went to, and people were talking about the person that passed away. They were so ill, but they loved the people that they left. And the preacher said, if you ask that person right now, could they come back? As much as they loved you, if you asked them if they wanted to come back, as much as they loved you and were connected to you, they would tell you no, because they're in a much better place. And so don't be sad when you lose someone like that. And he said this, he said, they can't come back to you because they've done everything that they were supposed to do here. There's nothing else they're supposed to do here. The only way you can reconnect to them is to finish your race, is to finish your path, is to work the road that you have to work and stay in your lane. And when you finish that, then there will be a spiritual reunion. So I'm trying to encourage you today, those of you that's dealing with loss because of something that you love, or someone that you love, understand that loss is the other side of the coin that love is on. but love never dies. So take what people have deposited in you and extend it to other people so that those values and attributes and elements that was passed on to you, they live through you to other people. Because there's going to come a day when we're going to leave here and people are going to miss us, but they're going to remember better to have loved and lost than never to have loved at all. And remember this, nothing's lost when you know where it is. And we know that there's something beyond this realm. So live your life, enjoy, embrace those moments. When you feel like crying, cry. But when you cry, allow yourself to be comforted by others and know that your best days are ahead of you. And keep being the person that you've been called to be. Do me a favor, y'all, because there's people struggling with loss. Like this, share this, and subscribe, and let other people around that you know be encouraged by what we just talked about. We'll talk to you soon. I love you. Peace and blessings to you. You're gonna think, some of you gonna laugh, some of you gonna cry, but we're gonna get better before this is over. Understand this, there is no such thing as tomorrow. Tomorrow is aspirational, because when tomorrow gets here, it's gonna actually be today. So what are you doing today? What are we doing today as a collective body to make sure that we can make things better? Live your life.
A passionate Anthony Brinkley is a problem solver. He's an author and motivational speaker using his skills after decades in the military to teach people how to be resilient and take action.
The most valuable thing in your life is time. Every day in America, 7,000 people die. So 7,000 people that thought they were going to wake up today didn't. Anybody besides me never thought they'd be 30 years old? Put your hand up. I would get up and put my mask on. Hey, Brinkley, how you doing? I'm doing great. And that's why I come here to talk to you, to remind you that you're not what you went through.